Hi, Geo Gypsy here. As a mostly solo traveler for 45 years, I've lost track of how many times someone has asked if I'm afraid of being alone. I often back up a few steps and reply, should I be? What I discovered over the years is that lonely is really a controllable state of mind and often based on fear. Learn to face the fear and move on to find your tribe. Worked for me. So, is there a difference between being alone and being lonely? Well, sure there is. Before my first solo cross country road trip for 3 months in a Vega hatchback, I was afraid of being alone. And that's part of the reason I did it. And it worked. I found out the world is a pretty safe place full of wonderful people. And you know what? I'm pretty good company. I'm not a hermit, not totally anyway, nor am I an introvert or an extrovert. I'm an ambivert. That's where you find a balance between those two. And it's not to say that I never feel lonely, but it just doesn't last because I can connect in so many ways, especially today's world. The first trip, all I had was pay phones and quarters. And half the time that didn't work. I was supposed to check in every other day with my parents. Yeah, well, once I got an email address, I'd go to public libraries to stay connected. And now, oh my gosh, with cell phones and internet, the possibilities are absolutely endless. I love people, yet I also love my alone time. But it seems the older I get, the more comfortable I am being alone. I get more done. I pay closer attention to my surroundings, and honestly, I'm never bored. I'm always busy. And I can only wish for more hours in a day. So, what about fear? Fear can be real, so do pay attention. But I'm no longer afraid because I'm alone. I do try to know what my skills and my abilities are, and also my limitations. I don't want to live in fear. A med challenge can be exhilarating, fall devastating, especially at my age. I'm constantly aware of my surroundings. I listen to my intuition. But, having unnecessary fear of a future unknown that hasn't even happened yet, I see that as causing a problem. I'll be prepared and I'll cross that bridge when I come to it. I am a huge believer in putting out your best positive thoughts, dreams, and energy possible, and find that when I can do that, good things happen. Sometimes it happens because bad things happen. Life is full of obstacles to challenge us. It's part of how we learn. And I don't know about you, but when I quit learning, I'm dead. When it comes to learning, there are more choices than there is time in a single lifetime. I like to learn about me and how I can be the best me I can be. I'm an ever changing novel of failure and success, and yet I'm still here to talk about it and keep on learning. I feel compelled to learn about the world, land, and people around me, how everything on the planet interconnects, and where I fit into that story. Sometimes a lesson comes on a cool breeze filled with petrichor, the vibration of thunder, the call of birds, or the sight of a rainbow. Whatever your joy to learn, do it with passion and share it with others. That will bring you to not being alone. Find your tribe. Like-minded people. We all need people. Sometimes family, friend, or stranger. Just because I have over 500 friends on Facebook and have been fortunate enough to meet several hundred of them, I truly don't have time for that many people in my life. Does anybody? I can barely keep up with a handful of friends. But, if I'm ever lonely or afraid, that handful's who I'm going to go to. And they will embrace me and listen and not judge and be there to help me face my fear. And then it just might be up to me to move past the fear and get on with my life. I have traveled with family and friends and hope to continue that trend, just not on a steady diet. In fact, a few of my best friends I would limit traveling with for very long because we're so different, but that's okay. I love making my own decisions about the where, when, and how long to be in a place, so call me selfish, but it's just the way I roll. I'm not afraid of being alone or being lonely. I recommend be smart, respectful, responsible, fun, and follow your bliss. You'll never be alone. Oh, yeah, I have a fear of crowds. Guess we're all afraid of something. What are you afraid of? Being alone? Thanks for following along. Hope you leave a comment below. And if you haven't already, please subscribe.